Good afternoon, evening. It is around almost 5 o'clock here in Rhode Island, and I figured I would do my Ask Me After My Adderall skip later in the evening. I have a couple questions that were sent to me. I'm so excited that we're getting more questions each week that I actually have to pick through what questions we are going to have. Or that I'm going to answer. So, the first question that we had, let me look. Okay, so it was from a woman out in Texas, actually, and she wanted to know, what do I struggle with being someone who grew up with ADHD, not knowing that I had ADHD my whole life until I was almost 30. I got diagnosed last year. What do I struggle with as a mother having ADHD? And I would say, I've always said I'm the most unorganized person you'll ever meet. I struggle with keeping on track. I'm a big procrastinator. I am a last minute kind of gal, and I just, especially if I don't like to do it, like making appointments for doctors, calling bills, I will procrastinate until my cable is ready to be shut off before I just call and pay the cable bill. Not because I can't pay the cable bill, but just because I cannot, the task seems frivolous to me. It's so easy of a task, but for me and my brain, I would rather be cleaning or organizing or crafting, anything other than what the responsibility on hand is. So even at 30 years old, I still struggle with it. And then being a mom and being responsible for people, I really have to keep myself in check with it. I'd like to say I have a great way of managing it, and I don't. I still struggle with it. So I guess really my question goes back out to you. Any parents that have ADHD or adults, what do you do to keep yourself on track and from getting distracted? I can write all the lists until I'm blue in the face, but it's actually looking at the list once I write it and actually doing the things on the list. So I'd love to hear also from you what you do to stay on track or remind yourself or make yourself get something done. I hope that you enjoyed our little episode of Ask Me After My Adderall. I'm sure you heard my kids in the background, my dog chewing her bone in front of me. So I'm sorry about that, but have a great night, and I hope everyone's getting ready for the holidays, and that you have a great holiday. Make sure you send your questions in to next week's episode of Ask Me After My Adderall. You can send them to Angela at 3withadhd.com. Have a good night.